The IMF projecting resilience in global growth, predicting steady 3.3% economic growth, even though persistent trade disruptions and geopolitical risks are clear. AI-driven investment powering markets and productivity, concentrating gains in the technology sector, raising concerns around valuations and financial stability, according to some analysts. Joining me right now is the International Monetary Fund Managing Director, Kristalina Georgieva, joining me right now. Kristalina, it's great to see you.
Great to be with you, Maria.
Thank you so much. And I'll tell you, guest after guest here in Davos, they have been telling me about how strong and resilient the United States economy seems. What would you say about the U.S. economy, and then compare that to the rest of the world for us?
The U.S. economy is performing very well. We upgraded growth for the U.S. to 2.4% for this year. And the enthusiasm about AI is not without a reason. Companies are profitable. They're already delivering changes in the labor market. We see inflation in the United States going down. We expect by 2027 to get to target. How does that compare to the rest of the world? Well, first, the U.S. has stronger growth performance because it has stronger productivity growth performance. And in that sense, in innovation, in risk-taking, the U.S. is doing extremely well. We have upgraded other parts of the world as well. We have upgraded Europe, the Eurozone, by 0.2%. But if you compare where the US is, 2.4, Eurozone 1.3, the biggest drag there is the EU has not yet completed their single market.
Yeah.
And as a result, competitiveness still somewhat lags behind. We have upgraded China to 5%. In China, the main factor was the government using policy space to inject more dynamics into the economy. We are cautiously optimistic that China may really push for change in the growth model from one focused on exports to one focused on domestic consumption. And I can say this, the dialogue Secretary Bessent had with the Chinese economic team intensively over the last year, as well as our work, that demonstrates that it is in China's interest to abandon the export-led growth model, to abandon subsidizing industries. I'll give you one number. We calculated that subsidies that China puts into preferred industries cause 1.2% loss of productivity. Why? Misallocation of capital and labor.
Yeah.
So the world as a whole quite resilient, and the U.S. is leading economically.
Well, it's interesting to see the U.S. leading. When I was with you last year or the year before in your winter meetings at the IMF, everyone was very concerned about tariffs.
Yes.
And you and I talked about, you were very calm about the whole thing, and you said this is nothing to be excited about. The U.S. is using it as leverage. So do you think that hysteria over tariffs has at this point died down?
You know, we were right at that time. We were among those who did not predict recession, and we were saying, don't rush to judgment, let the dust settle. Right. And now we see the dust settled in two ways. One, the United States negotiated with partners exemptions, reductions of tariffs. So what was announced in April is not what we are seeing being collected now. It's a lower level. But also countries found a way to continue to trade with each other, and they decided that perhaps it's not worth to go in tit for tat. And we see the impact of this. One of the reasons for resilience is the fact that the tariff dog did not bark. Yes. Or if it barked, it didn't go big, strong bark. It was like, woof, woof.
Well, now you see the European Union pushing back because President Trump is trying to get their support for his acquisition of Greenland, and they are threatening that we're not going to carry through on that trade deal. Do you worry about friction between the EU and the U.S. now that the president said he is going to slap tariffs beginning February 1st until he gets the support he's looking for?
What we have seen is that when there is calm and tariff tensions are put to bed, it is good for the individual countries, it is good for the world economy. So from our perspective, just looking at the economy, obviously this is what we do, it would be important to find a path to calm down what now has become a bit more of a risk. Because we know that if there are tensions, what this affects is not only straight economic performance, it affects mood of businesses. People, as you know, businesses don't like uncertainty. Households don't like uncertainty. Well, so bring certainty. Let's see how this is going to go. And as you said before, stay calm.
And I know that's what Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is saying. We'll be speaking with him in about 30 minutes, in 20 minutes' time, actually. The Treasury Secretary will join me on stage here inside at the World Economic Forum. A word on AI, Kristalina, because even though we know there's a huge promise with regard to AI and changing our businesses and our lives, there's also a worry around jobs, and those jobs will go away, white-collar jobs now. What do you see as the best plan for individuals and countries to ensure that job creation still happens despite AI efficiencies?
Let me first say that we have done a fairly detailed study to see, is AI for real? Is it hitting the job market? The answer is yes. We see increase in demand for new skills, but we also see that when there is demand for new skills, people get paid better. When they're paid better, they go and buy services, they go to restaurants, they go to the movies. The result is employment of lower skill workers in these sectors where demand goes up also goes up. So 1% increase in the hiring of people with new skills, mostly around AI, leads to 1.3% increase in overall employment. Who is being hit? This is not, cost-free. First, the middle-level jobs, neither high-skilled nor low-skilled, they get squeezed. Second, entry-level jobs. What AI does is it wipes out routine functions that are often entry-level jobs for young people. Mm-hmm. So what should countries pay attention to? They need to support skills development. They need to encourage businesses to invest in training and retraining of workers.
Understood, yes.
And in the end, we have to be honest that AI is like a tsunami hitting the labor market, and recognize we are not quite ready for it. So speed up. I was listening to Bill. Fantastic job.
Yes.
Societies have to be ready for the immense positive impact, more productivity, more growth, but also negative impact on these middle level jobs. And of course, if productivity increase does not materialize fast enough, we worry there could be withdrawal of investors, and then we may have financial trouble.
Okay, we'll be watching that. Kristalina, great points all around. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria.
Great to see you. Kristalina Georgieva here in Davos. We'll be right back. I will take you inside the agenda for the World Economic Forum when I sit on stage with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So join us for that when we are back here from Davos Live. You're watching Mornings with Maria live on Fox Business. We'll be right back.